Alright, hello friends. Hello, good day. How are y'all doing? It's good to see you all. Happy Friday. It's Friday. The song's a jam? It's nice, yeah. Are you feeling better now? I'm feeling better, yeah. A little bit, yeah. Doing okay. Yeah. Oh yeah, check out this shirt. I'm prepared. So the challenge today, my friends. The challenge is, can we do a build before the stream? Before the HHKB event. Doubt? But we'll see. It's not a rush. But we should get right to it. So yeah, so we already have a key set picked out. So there's no hander by no key set picking for y'all. We already have a key set picked out. It's right there if you can see it. If you can't distinguish what it is, it's too bad. That's fine. Sounds like you may be clipping. Oh, okay, hold up. I think I know why. Okay, is that better? Double checking here. Much better? Okay, yeah. It has to do with the bit depth for the mic. I don't know why. Windows defaults, so it's weird. Windows defaults to 2-bit resolution, which is like it's so bad. Like who does 2-bit these days? Who does 2-bit depth for any sound or video or anything? So it defaults to 2-bit for some odd reason, and then I have to switch it every time I restart my computer, which obviously it's happening more often than not these days, which is really annoying. So hopefully we don't get a computer restart midstream, so we'll see. But yeah. Alright, so let's get right to it. So today we have a Satisfaction75. Here's the box, and here's the switches. I think this is the knob. I'm gonna guess this is the knob. Okay, yeah, that's the knob. And then we have a neoprene sleeve and the case. What's kind of cool about the case is that it's basically, it says Satisfaction75 and all that. Although I will not understand why it says Satisfaction75 facing this direction instead of this direction, which is where you open up the case. Like, you would read it like this if you're opening it up this way, right? I don't know. But I guess if you're carrying it like this, it's visible this way, so I guess that makes sense. Either way. Okay, so I guess we do have a brass plate today. So we have a brass plate, PCB. I'm gonna guess this is the rotary encoder. And daughter board and bump-ons. So, oh, that's the OLED screen. So the bump-ons and the little O-rings for the screws, the top mount screws, some stickers, which I'll just leave here. We don't need the hex key here, the Allen key. So we should be good on that. So we'll just put those away. It's an A-stock keyboard. Very nice. So it looks like today we have a black one. I just want a sofa. Oh, I finally checked out that interest check. Looks cool. It's a nice board. I mean, hopefully it all goes well for that run. I mean, I guess the person has been doing some other projects too, so I trust they'll do fine. Right? Oh, title still says what? Weird. I updated the title. Did it not update? I updated it again just now. Did it update? Weird. Oh, Papaya. Wow. It's been a while, dude. How are you doing? It's good to see you, though. Jeff Leopard, hope you're feeling better. I'm better. Yes, I am feeling better right now. I'm almost back to normal, I would say, but still feeling a little tired. I would say it's like not. It's not any worse than my usual sense of, like, than my usual like kind of how I usually feel on a normal day, which is tired. Tired is a very constant state of being for me. So I'm feeling just about there. So I think it's pretty much normal now. Getting back to keyboard soon? Oh, cool. It's good to hear that. Looks like we have that, I don't know what this is. I think this is supposed to be the little square for the, oh yeah, okay, it's the anti-ESD thing. The anti-ESD square. And some standoffs for the OLED screen. Alright, so it's been a while since I've done a Satisfaction75, I'm not gonna lie. So we'll just see what we got here really quick. You seem more excited today because of the HKV stream. I'm definitely excited for the HKV stream. But at the same time, I definitely am tired, you know. Build guide. Alright. Alright, install the OLED and conductive foam. I'm gonna put this on this side instead. Wait, how do I do this actually? Can I put this on the screen instead? That would be nice. If I could just put it on the screen. Okay. Oh, it's not. Okay, I guess that's good. Install the OLED and conductive foam. Alright. Spacers to ensure that it ends up at the proper height. Cool. So there goes 2 spacers. Okay, let's just quickly take a look. Flip it over, put on nylon screws, put on the OLED screen, solder it at the right height, put the conductive foam. Disassemble the case. Okay, basically do a regular build. They do the encoder later. Okay. That's didn't realize they would do the encoder afterwards. Normally I put the encoder at first, normally for most builds. And then plug it in and then okay. We don't have any of this, so. Alright, cool. So nothing crazy actually. Alright, let's get started with the PCB then. Let's first get that OLED screen plugged in and then test it basically. So let's do that first. Okay. So the spacers should be at the right height, so therefore here. Oop. Oh yeah, I should write down that there's gonna be a brass plate today. I actually wasn't sure about what the plate was, so I didn't put it in, but I'll put it in. They will be mounted on a brass full plate. Alright, there. Is everyone using their HKB in celebration of the 25th anniversary? I hope so. That would be nice. I only switched over today though. Yesterday I was using a TKL because I was doing some work briefly while I was resting. I unfortunately was not able to rest guilt-free yesterday because I just have some deadlines. So yeah. Mason, hello. I like it stiff. When I don't even have a taupe HKB, you should get one of these snow ones. Why don't you get one of the new ones? The 25th anniversary snow edition ones are so cool. Those are so nice. You should get one of those. They're on mk.com. You can, I mean, I can proxy for you if you want. Are you even able to buy them? Yeah, you can get them on mechanicalkeywords.com. And actually, I have a creator code for it too, if you want it. So it's not very hard. Okay. Let's just make sure this is the right orientation. That's nice that they provide the spacers though. I think the spacers are actually such a good thing that they provide. It's a smart thing to do. I'm just gonna double check though the right pins because pinout always matters. Okay, it should be fine then. Alright. Solder these. Considering, yeah, I mean if you need a proxy, I can proxy it for you. I might open it to check it out though. That said, yeah, they are on mk.com. They're not cheap, but that's the regular pricing for the hybrids, which are the Bluetooth ones. They're more expensive than the regular ones. And also, also the good thing about the Bluetooth HHKBs is that they're super nice. Like the battery life of the Bluetooth HHKBs, the hybrids, is super long. Like the battery life, it's really cool. But that said, they do use the battery, like a big battery slot in the back, which for some people it looks ugly, for some people they're fine with it. It just depends on the person, I would say. Right there. Alright, great. That's soldered in, and then let's see, non-conductive foam. Oh, there's this place that says foam right there. I want a blank keycap version though, but there's no blank keycap version HHKB. You have to get the keycap separately. Keycaps were sold separately originally, and they will always be sold separately. So there's no blank version Snow HHKB unless you purchase a keycap separately. So you should at least purchase the Snow HHKB and then you can worry about the keycap set. Yeah, it's just the way it goes. It's just the way they released it. So like that's the only option you get here. Okay. Alright, so that's done. And now I should test this out. Is this supposed to light up yet? I don't know. Actually, I might need to flash it first. I think I might have to actually. GMK toolbox. Flashing guide. I see. Yeah, it's not showing up, so make sure the boot switch is set to 0, which it is now. And then I need to get the hex file. Can I use via.com? This is the don't quite have the same. Is this the same bin file though? Hold on. Oh no, wait, it's supposed to be set at 0 for this. Just desolder the number 2? Jesus, the brass plate's heavy? Oh yeah, the brass plate on the number 2 is super heavy. That's for sure. Is this Sat75 black? Yeah, it is black. Does it not show up as black? Does it look different? Is my cape faulty? Oh yeah, I think this might... I forget, sometimes this cable is like weird. Acts up on me. I'm gonna use this one. Is something shorting? No, HID console Satisfaction75 connected. Oh, okay, great. Oh, it's just not on VIA then. Okay, let's get the PCB bin file then. Which one is it? Revision 1 or revision 2? I guess it's probably the same thing. Let's see, bin file. Okay, set it to 1. Okay, and then set to 0. Alright, there it is, it's showing up. Great, alright, it works. Oh. What? Where did it go? Where did it go? Where did it go? Oh, I think it's the cable, god damn it. Okay. Fuck. Do I need a different cable? This cable. Let's hold this up. Oh, god damn it. Okay, one sec. SMH. Of course, the day I wanna get the build done a little faster, the cable starts not working for me. Of course. Of course. Yeah, I do have a different box of cables though. It's just weird that it does this. Actually, I'm thinking of something shorting here. Yeah, no, it's definitely the fucking cable. Ah, this is so annoying. Lindy never lost. Okay, this is true. This is true. Alright. Mail K, hello. Hello, hello. How are you? Also, I think I missed a few subs. Battleship Orion, thank you. Caffeinated Rick, thank you so much for the 15 months. Thank you, thank you. Hope you guys are all doing well. Also, did I see Poner also sub just earlier? I think I thought I did. Oh no, he just, oh okay, he was saying something right when Rick subbed. Okay, I got confused about that one. Keys, but why not? Okay, that's fine. Okay, I'll just test that one just in case. The ISO ones too. All right, cool. So it works fine. Thought I was shorting something. It was just a cable. So that means I can just put this back. I think. Oh, for some reason the USB mini works fine, but the C one didn't work, so weird. All right. Split enter and split left shift. Yeah, I think the Satisfaction75 via layout thing is kind of weird, but yeah. All right. I guess per the instructions, I can always do the rotary encoder later. Although I normally just do it before, which is kind of weird that they indicate it later. Why not before? Anyway, yeah, I'll just do it later then. All right. So for layout, today we are gonna do. Let's see. Let's double check here the layout. Yeah, a lot of Upas PCB, yeah, that's how he like implements them. Regular caps lock, 70 spacebar, regular backspace. Okay, so 7U. Good morning from PH, I assume is Philippines. Good morning. Good morning, good morning. Let's see, 7U. Have 1, and then left shift. 2. And we'll need enter. And then backspace. Alright. Or the push-up redemption's gone for today. I'm not in the mood to do it, so I turned them off. Yeah, actually banned. Monka S. Monka S. Fear the wrath of a Twitch/command. Alrighty. Let's loop these steps. As usual, looping my steps with 205. In case you don't know that I loop my steps with 205 still. Did he T-word again? No. He just tried to insult my mood. So based on my mood, I decided that it was inappropriate. I mean, right? They say my, you know, it's my stream, my rules. Easy clap. God. Okay. You can drop the hammer. It's fine. Peaches, you can do the job. I know you've been itching for it. Oh, do you know I timed out pairs the other day? I'm not sure if you were here. And he never came back. Pogger's pairs got timed out. He got demoted to pleb status, so I actually think they fixed that bug. I actually think mods can now be timed out without getting demoted from mod status. I actually think they fixed the bug. Sword didn't get dropped? Yeah, I don't think it got dropped. Like when I did a mod, like a mod command again, it didn't work because it was like, oh, it was like you don't need to, basically. But Obsidian did nothing wrong. Nachos, you should get timed out for trying to tell us what to do. You can drop it on him. It's fine. I need to edit my buttons here. Need to edit the timeout periods a little bit. I think 10 minutes is a little too long. The thing about timeouts is, it's a weird thing, is like, in my opinion, it's more annoying to a user to be timed out consecutively for short periods of time because it's like they want to come back. Whereas if you just give them a long timeout, they'll never come back. Like, what's the reason for it, you know? Oh, Bachu, hello. Thank you so much for the 59 people raid. Oh my gosh, welcome, welcome. PogChamp. Lightning is the largest 60% enjoyer. What does largest mean in this context? Does largest mean, you know, like large? Because otherwise, I don't know, man. I don't know. Yeah, seriously. What if I am large? What's wrong with being large? I actually had a really good ribeye today. It was great. And you know, there was like all that fat on the meat. I ate it all. Trimming the fat? Fuck that. Just ate it. Cook with it and then just eat it too. Easy. One-way road to atherosclerosis and high cholesterol. Easy clap. Straight to the dumpy. True. True. True, true, true. Nah, it's okay, Peaches. I know the shadows is just messing. Oh wait, whoops. Dumpy for life? Yo. Nothing wrong with having a thick dumpy, okay? This sounds like Twilight song from Kingdom Hearts. Huh, that would be nice. It would be nice if we had more game music available for use without getting DMCA. TBH. Because game music is more of my jam. And I don't want to repeat like that other playlist all the time. There is a lot of a good amount of game music that actually is like free to use, but at the same time, I realized that it kind of is all kind of the same, and so I didn't like the variety, or actually the lack of variety thereof. Specifically because they like a lot of them are remixed towards like a lo-fi version of it, and I have to say it takes a lot of the enjoyment out of it sometimes. Sometimes you want that bop. LOL just released a new lo-fi EP today. Not surprised. Also, I keep messing up. I watched Sword Art Online Progressive the other day. I like it. Kind of reminded me of why I liked it first. I heard this new one is better. I mean, because a lot of people drop Sword Art Online after a little while, right? Because it's just not as good. Yeah. I've only been obsessed with Mushoku Tensei, honestly. That's the only thing I've been really obsessed with as far as series go. And then I've been watching a lot of Komi-san and 86, and I just started to watch Demon Slayer Mugen Train arc. So, yeah. Bro, I wanted to go watch Spider-Man. It seems like the city went back into not allowing cinemas to open. Aw, rip, dude. That sucks. Honestly, movies are definitely one of the things that I do miss about, like, you know, lack of COVID times. I mean, they have kind of reopened here, but at the same time, like, it still kind of doesn't feel great to go, you know, vaccinated or not, you know. So, but yeah, I love going to the movies. Now I won't be able to see it and we'll be spoiled to all hell. Damn. Are they gonna release it on any streaming platforms? You could try avoiding the spoilers somehow. Realize I said Asuka? Yeah, brain fail for sure. Cinemas only? Ah, okay. Well, shit. I'm sorry to hear. That sucks. There's nothing else I can say about that. It just sucks. No one going to cinemas that often now? Oh, for sure, yeah. They've been running it fairly empty. I think the only movie that I saw a decent number of people for was Shang-Chi. For Shang-Chi, I saw a pretty full room, decently full room. Is that a GMK Pro? Is that sarcasm or is that like a real question? No bad boards allowed on stream. Oh, you mean talking about the Glorious or something? I mean, whatever, dude. It's fine. We don't need to ban people for whatever reason. There's better reasons to ban. Misinterpreting diction and choosing the wrong word to describe things. Like the word thok. Only usable for Topre. Truly. Oh, yeah. Do you guys have holiday plans? They're coming up pretty soon. 2 weeks now for Christmas. 3 weeks for the New Year's already. It's kind of crazy how time has flown by. It's already been 2 years now, basically. Since we had this crazy start. Happy Friday, my guy. Happy Friday to you too. Halloween. How are you, buddy? What's good today? You up to anything fun? Good reason to ban. Someone voices dislike for cinnamon rolls. Aw, cinnamon rolls are good. Cinnamon rolls are good. Can you demonstrate the thok of the HKB over there? Oh, yeah. Give me a little time. Let me finish the steps at least. Taking the last 2 weeks of the year off. Oh, that's great. Not doing anything for the last 2 weeks of the year honestly sounds fantastic. I would be stoked to take the last 2 weeks of the year off. That would be great. That's not the case for me, other than like, you know, Christmas and New Year, like Christmas Eve, Christmas, and then New Year's Eve. But then, yeah. Stoked for the weekend. Got fun plans? My clients are just rushing so much work before the end of the year. SMH. Oh, I see. Yeah, end of the year is always a crunch, right? Like, that's just the way it is. Unless you're working under like tax year, kind of end of the year calendar. Work should stop like it does in China? You mean for like CNY? For like CNY, it's like... Well, I do agree, honestly, that we should have more, or rather, specific like in North America, like, you know, like Americans and Canadians, right? Like, I do feel like we are guilt-tripped a little bit too much to not taking breaks. A lot of people don't take breaks. And a lot of people don't use their PTO. And even if they do, they sporadically do. Or they try to like save it up and stuff, right? It's like we try to conserve that a little too much. It kind of sucks. Don't know what day it is anymore? Yeah, right. Especially with COVID, yeah. Compulsory 10-day off for me around the Christmas and New Year because office shut. That makes sense. That's good though. That is a good thing. I think everyone should have a compulsory period of rest. Like, no matter whether there is something going on or not, I think you should just take breaks every so often. But yeah, like, a lot of people that I know who get unlimited vacation also, like quote-unquote unlimited, maybe they work in a tech company or whatever, but they don't take days off because they feel guilty about it. They feel too guilty to take days off because their team is doing work or whatever it is. Like, you know, they want to deploy some product. It's crazy. I personally think everyone should at least have 3 weeks off, regardless of whether they want it or not. It's just good for you. Just good for you. I'll take a month off from mid-December to mid-Jan. That sounds like a nice... It's a good time. Diego, what do you think of the Geist board? Pretty overkill. I mean, that was my first impression, and my impression remains the same. It's very overkill. You know, there's a lot of parts. It's really expensive. There's just too much going on for me to even appreciate it. Like, you know, if you think like Matrix boards have a lot, like the Geist thing has a ton too. And it's just like, yeah, it's just like, I don't even know if like whether to interpret as a keyboard per se. You know, at that point it almost just feels like a bit of an artifact, like something just to kind of admire and then just kind of like be like, okay, well, that's a cool proof of concept, and then call it a day, you know. So I personally am pretty indifferent about it, is what I should say. It's like if people buy it, good for them. Maybe they just want that nice display piece. Yeah, it's an Instagram keyboard. Yeah, like, yeah, it's a display piece, right? Like, you just put it somewhere, people are like, oh, and then that's it. I just don't see it practically, so it's hard to see any pragmatism to it, to be honest, right? My dad took 3 weeks off this month since his PTO is expiring. Feels good. Nice. That's good. I'm glad for him. That's like my best friend. He's a computer engineer, and the man has max PTO and will not use it like ever. I know. I have a lot of friends like this. They max out their PTOs, or they are actually offered unlimited time off, and they just never take it off. They just never do. I personally really dislike workaholic culture. Just because I know how bad it can be. Oh, well, actually, it actually comes from a place where I was also kind of a workaholic, and I've learned my lesson. So now I don't do it. Unlimited PTO is a lie? Yeah, it is a lie. It's just a guilt trip. It's just a way to make you. It's just a psychology trick. guilty of this. A limited PTO and barely take any. I'm telling you, dude. You should one day just say, hey, gonna drop everything here. Like, as in, like, I submitted what I had to submit. Gonna take all my PTO off. Travel somewhere, dude. Just travel somewhere. Go somewhere, do something. Even, or if it's local, even just do something else. Like, say, like, I'm gonna dedicate the next month to learning how to cook, or I don't know. Anything that's just not work. In before someone takes a leave and the boss is like, wait, you can't do that. Not even in before. That happens all the time. That happens all the time. You tell your boss, hey, I wanted to use my PTO to take this time off. Work culture is just like that, though. Like, that's just the reality of it. And this is not just tech, right? Like, this is applicable in a lot of spaces. But I think it particularly happens in a lot of developed countries where people just in general take very few vacation days, even if it's offered to them. I mean, it's particularly prevalent in the US, but it does happen in other developed countries as well. Yeah, I used to read a lot about that stuff though. I was interested in like the psychology around it, kind of like the sociological aspect of like work and what people perceive about it. But yeah, it's like, I understand, drives some progress here and there, but ultimately the reason people get sick eventually a lot from chronic things and whatnot is because of all that accumulated stress and all these things. I saw a stupid thing on Reddit about it. They started hella young with attendance in elementary school. Makes you hella guilty for missing school. I mean, yeah, I guess so. Yeah, attendance for sure. I don't think attendance is a bad thing, especially specifically for like elementary students. Okay, like sure, like I mean, you should get your elementary school education. Like you should get your primary education, okay? For sure. But it's like once you're an adult, it's like, you know, it's like the same idea with like maternity leave, paternity leave as well. Just in general, like parental leave, that kind of stuff, right? It's like the mentality, like, I mean, talk to some of my European friends. At times I hit them up and they're like, oh yeah, I'm in the middle of my 2-month break. 2-month continuous 2-month break. So I'm like, what are you up to? And they're like, I'm traveling to Southeast Asia or something for a month and a half, and then I'm gonna come back and travel within my country for another 2 weeks, and then take it easy, and then go back to work. And they're happy doing that. Sure, they complain about other things too, like taxes and you know, certain things that happen in their countries, and like respectively. But at least they get 2 months off. They're happy about that. And actual healthcare? Yeah. We shut down our entire company for 2 weeks after December 17th. Oh, nice. 2 weeks after December 17th, so you come back right after the New Year's, huh? Basically. Oh, it's like, yeah, right as soon as the New Year rolls around, you're going back to work. It makes sense. I mean, most places are like that. You start working January 2nd ish, if you're taking some time off in between. Okay. Love stacking time off, then using it all at once feels good, right? I mean, obviously I don't get that luxury anymore because I don't work, as in like I'm a student now, so I don't get that kind of luxury. But yeah, no, it feels good. Feels good to do that. My boss often comes to me to talk about taking some day off, like as in like they wanted to take some time off. Like they tell you about it. That's fun. Wait a second. This plate is fixed. I can't do 7U on this. Okay, alright, 6.25 it is. It's not a problem, I just need to replace the wire though. Let's see. Time to file? What the fuck? No. I just gotta change the layout, it's easy. What the fuck, man? No. Bust out CNC machine? Yeah. Multi-axis machine, desktop machine, right here. Yeah, that'll be cool, huh? Does anyone know a good Switch lubing service? Switch lubing service. Oh, I have one that I would recommend. There's someone by the name of Deft Rocker on Reddit, DEFT Rocker. They also go by Ally Builds, ALY Builds. She actually used to stream every so often, actually, like builds and stuff. But she actually does a lot of Switch lubing. So and I thought her prices were pretty fair. I've actually had a couple of clients sent over there to have their switches lubed, and they came out all right. So I think I would recommend her. Yeah. The only thing is just making sure. I think they're in California, so if you're depending on where you're located, you know, just keep that in mind. Based on the size of the CNC machine Gion uses, your whole room could be in the machine. Yeah, true. But Gion does a lot more than just keyboards, right? Like, I mean, the kind of machining that they're also doing is different scale industry. Do they have lots of experience? Yeah, I've seen them they've been around for years now, so I'm sure they've seen and tried every kind of, you know, Switch and whatnot. So yeah, no, I would recommend them personally. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what other people, like what other services people might be using at the time. I think that's just kind of changed over time because, you know, some people kind of come and go. So I haven't paid too much close attention to that. So, but that's like the one person I can currently recommend off the top of my head is Ally Builds. What are your thoughts on the Freebird TKL? Don't know much about the vendor, how they're able to provide a value for 225, Durock V2 stabs included. Freebird TKL? I can quickly take a look. Keepsforall.com. I've seen Keeps for All do stuff. Let's see though. Let's see, Keeps for All. Top mount origami O-ring. Oh, it's aluminum. E-coated CNC machined aluminum case. Switch plate. Interesting. I'm assuming the case is easy to manufacture in some way. And there could be a quality disclosure here that maybe you can have a certain amount, like a certain extent of defects, I don't know. But that said, the pricing is very competitive. The pricing is very competitive. Hot swap PCB, anti-ISO options, blah blah. Yeah, no, that's pretty impressive. But I mean, I'm assuming there's part of this side design, or you know, the way the case is designed is probably done in a way where it's as simple as possible to reduce the amount of time in machining. Yeah. So to not add too much complexity to it. But that said, I mean, I'm assuming it's part of it is probably a secret of the trade, as in like, you know, you know, they probably can't reveal what it is, like as in like, I don't know, but you know, there's probably something around it that makes it cheap, like maybe using a manufacturer that charges less, or having access to manufacturing in some way that ends up being cheap for them, subsidized in some form. But that said, $225, I mean, considering that like things like the GMK Pro or the Keychron, you know, can go for less than $200, right? I think considering that is possible, I think the Freebird might be leveraging something that makes it possible too. I don't know though. I don't know. Like, I'm not sure if that's necessarily the truth. I wish I could tell you what the truth is, but I don't know. Alright. Seems like a no-brainer if you're in the market for TKL. Yeah, definitely competitive. But yes, there are competitive options like the NK87. The NK87 is pretty competitively priced as well. And at least you know that for novel keys, they will deliver because they are a business that does more than just that. And Keys for All certainly has been doing work also that delivers. So, you know, I think mistrusting, like, or at least currently, as of the track record, right? It's hard to say that you would end up in a situation where where your money is misplaced. So I would try to worry a little less about that. If you can, if you know that Keys for All does fulfill orders and whatever. But yeah. Hex 4B2. Can you show the port on the Sat75? Yeah. Give me a sec. Port on the Sat75 here. Regardless of who the vendor is, there's always risk when you join a group buy. Yes, this is correct. I mean, Peaches is absolutely right about that. There is always a risk. You never know. It could be the long con. You just don't know that though. But that said, I mean, this is a V1? No, this is a round 2, pretty sure. This is one of the recent ones. Just a random question, are you using a decimat above another decimat? Yes, I am. Yes, I am. I am using couple of desk mats. Rat Eats, let's go! Thank you so much. How are you doing, my friend? Good to see you. And thank you so much for the sub. I thought they fixed the port? Yeah, it's smaller than the R1. It's actually smaller than the first one. What is your favorite dim sum dish? Oh. I'm gonna say hakao. Or tripe. I love tripe. Good morning, Nihon Jam. How are you? Respectable? Thank you. I am honored to deserve your respect. Random. Oh wait, no. Getting hit with sales tax on top of GMK board pre-order price is a big sad. It's just the way it is, man. Yeah. Nexus for Shopify caught up, so gotta pay taxes now. You know, vendors have to pay their taxes too. So. Yeah, it's just the government has finally caught up to us, so we have to pay the taxes. Kind of sucks living in New York. At least it's almost 9% tax rate. So, what's your favorite board to type on? Oh, that's tough, man. I mean, currently I love my HKB. I always did. That was the first board I kind of entered with in the community. But that said, there's a lot of boards I enjoy. Enjoy for different reasons. I do want to advocate a lot for the board you enjoy typing on is also determined by the kind of switch and plate you decide to use, because there's a lot of keyboards that I think are underrated because not enough, like, people kind of think that it only goes one way, like, which is normally like the default, the default configuration, and you know can be dismissed just by that. But that said, I do think that there's a lot more to it. So yeah. I sometimes forget that sales tax is not universally 9%. Yeah, at least not in the United States. No, every state has tax differently. HHKB or Real Force for first taupe report? I personally started with the HHKB because I wanted to try the 60% and the HHKB layout specifically. I also loved the typing experience of the plastic case on the HKB versus the stiffer Real Force, which uses a steel plate. But that said, the Real Force is also very attractive, and it is very nice and nicely constructed. It is a TKL layout, so if you're comfortable with TKLs, of course, it's probably the right thing to do and all that. But yeah, it just kind of depends on your tolerance for experimentation. If you haven't tried HHKB layout before, or 60% just in general, it could be worth a shot. But it's up to you. It's up to you in the end. I got FR4 plate replacement for my KVD67 Lite, and I cannot wait. Oh, that's great. That's awesome to hear. I'm happy to hear that you're trying something else. Are electrophoretic finishing more prone to scratches and anodization? Oh, that's a... you know, I'm not sure about durability of it. I would say that... I'm actually not sure if it's technically more durable. There should be about the same, I would imagine. Because electrophoretic coating is still pretty strong. Like, from what I've seen at least, like, they don't... Like, I haven't seen much e-coat stuff that's looked scratched. But that said, I haven't really experienced that much damage to things. I mean, arguably, pretty much anything that you bump against, like another metal, right? Like metal to metal or something like that, is very much likely to get scratched or dinged or whatever. So, because that is a pretty hard impact on, you know, on aluminum, which is a pretty soft metal, right? So, yeah. So I think considering that we're just coating aluminum with it, it's just likely to kind of scratch off in some way if you do like ding it against something metallic. Simon TH, hey, thank you so much for the 7 months. Oh, also, Nacho, are you still here? If you're still here, I'll just try this out for a sec. Hollow, but that's a plastic case for you. Also, it's on just on my desk, so probably because it's not on the desk mat. Most keyboards actually end up sounding kind of hollowish on just the desk, I think. Need some foam? Actually, there's a lot of people who do put in foam into their HHKBs. I mean, actually, some people put what's that called? I already forgot what it's called. The neoprene looking thing. What's that fancy foam? I already forgot what it's called. But yeah. They use like different fancy kinds of foam. Sorbitane? Yeah, sorbitane. Oh, some people use Dynamat. I've seen people use Dynamat, which is pretty crazy. Dynamat's the stuff that you put into cars. Really sticky stuff. Like once you put it in, like it's never gonna be removed. Some even use adhesive weights. Yeah, it's pretty crazy though. I mean, yeah, it's kind of like up to you, right? Yeah, it's interesting to see what people's tolerances on that is. I personally am not fussed over it. Isn't that the soundproofing stuff for cars? Dynamat? Yeah, that's the soundproofing stuff for cars. It's the stuff that it's like it pretty much does not come off easily. Like, it's very difficult. Like, I actually had to remove Dynamat from the Moon V1 that I built with Cap V2 Browns that other time. I'm not sure if you guys remember, but that one had Dynamat. I had to remove the Dynamat from it. It was a rather painful process to do. Yeah, and I know that, I mean, there's an official PFU product, right? There's an official PFU product that's basically an adhesive piece of foam that goes under your HHKB case too, and they call it like the anti-vibration mat. So there is like an officially licensed product for HHKB that, you know, is essentially foam but on the outside as like kind of like a pad. You need to use dry ice to remove it cleanly. I see. Yeah, that's pretty rough. I don't have dry ice on myself, so. Yo, Champ Lemon. Where Yuki? Toxic, bro. Toxic. Thanks for the 22 months, buddy. How many blue silver gang keywords do you have? Let me see. Keywords that do have blue and silver that I have. Let me think. 1, 2, 2. Blue and silver. What other blue keywords do I have? I recently got rid of one. I think I might only have like 2? 1? I don't have that. Hold up, I need to think. How are you all doing on this lovely night? Doing okay. Finally getting feeling a little more recovered from the booster shot. It completely knocked me out yesterday. Between yesterday and... yeah, I got it like on Wednesday night and then knocked me out. And then finally fine now. Had a splitting headache for a bit. Got my COVID test results, they're negative. Ah, that's good. Glad to hear. Just bought my first GMK set and I don't know if I should be happy or sad. Why not? If you have a choice to be happy or sad, why choose sad? Is what I would say. Why choose sad when you supposedly did it because you wanted it and, you know, all that. What do you buy? What set do you get? You get some good old white on black, or you get something else? Be happy about for 3 seconds and then forget you bought it. True. You could also do that if you want to be like Peaches. Okay, I'm not sure if this is the right place for this, but I think I'll just put these in here and for now. I think that they're right. We'll see when I get some keycaps actually. Which I probably should anyway. I think that's the right place for this. Olive is lit. Good choice. Oh yeah, olive is fantastic looking. I really like that they added like basically olive dark this time around. That's gonna look great, except for the fact that yes, it will arrive quite far into the future. Unfortunately, that is quite unfortunate. But that said, it is a very lovely set. So. Was happy about GMK EDC, but sad it got cancelled due to not meeting MOQ. Now happy I'm not in the GMK queue. Yeah, I guess silver lining to everything, right? So many green sets this month? Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. Weird. Don't know what to build my Sat75 with. I feel like my inner hype for this board kind of died. I see. Well, I guess it depends on whether you want to use it. If you don't want to use it, then maybe you should not keep it. I don't know. Okay, let me just make sure the rotary encoder still fits. Like this, okay. Still fits fine. Do these later. Alright, let's get some of the... Let's get my fan here. Olive Hunt Camping R3. Oh yeah, I forgot about Camping R3 for a second. Kono is no-no. That's a good one. Kono is no-no. It's so weird actually that camping had to go with Kono this time for the round 3. Like I was surprised because R2 ran with novel keys if I recall correctly. Kind of strange. I wonder if it was just the designer who wanted to run it sooner or something. I don't know. Maybe novel keys was already booked. That's actually probably a decent explanation. If you say maybe you contacted a vendor that you wanted to run it with, but the vendor was like, "Hey, I'm so sorry. We actually are already slated to run, you know, X amount of sets like during this year. So it's hard to accommodate you at the moment. How about we do it around this time?" And then you're like, "Oh, actually, I really wanted to run it before the end of this year." And then you're like, "Okay, I'm gonna try to see if any other vendors will work." So I think that could be a possible explanation. Camping was supposed to run with Omnitype? Oh, I see. Supposed to? Was this confirmed by Omnitype? What do you mean supposed to? Do you know where I can get a half plate for Sat75? I actually don't know, but if there is a plate file released for Sat75, you could have a half plate done for it. Like, you know, you would have to use services that cut plates on your behalf. Like, there's like laser cut, what's that? That's a laser boost, and there's like sun cut sand and so on and so forth. Ponoko for like palm plates if you want it. But yeah, you would have to figure that out kind of like yourself. Like, there's people in the community who might know more about, like, you know, one-off or custom, like, you know, plate services made to order. The IC stated Omnitype as TBC. Oh, that's a problem. I see why now. That's not a good thing to do. Now I know why it's not running with Omnitype. That's probably because they didn't ask Omnitype before they put the IC up. If it says TBC or TBD and you wrote down the name of the vendor and you haven't asked the vendor, then of course the vendor's gonna be like, "Wait a second, so you assumed I was just gonna run it?" No, that's not how business works. You're supposed to talk it out with them before you run anything in the business. Like, you're supposed to reach an agreement, maybe sign a contract, and then you can do your thing. That's probably why I didn't run with Omnitype. It probably was like the bold of you to assume. Bold of you to assume. By the way, I told all these people you do this, will you do it? Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no. It's not how it works. That's funny though. Peer pressure? Maybe, huh? Anyway, I don't want to go into too much detail, but there are sponsors of this channel, so you can do exclamation sponsors to see all of them. What set are you thinking of slapping on this? So the client actually sent a key set for it. They sent out GMK Terra, which is a key that I actually have not seen in real life. So I'm actually kind of curious because it's brand new. So we'll open the set and put it on. Which I think it should look fine because it's, I believe the modifiers on Terra are on the darker side. Same, I've never seen it. Yeah, me neither, so I'm kind of curious. I've seen it in photos, but I have not seen it in real life. So I am also quite curious about it. Terra is underrated IMO? I see. I see. I'm sure it is underrated. I mean, I do think that Terra's relative popularity did have to do with Mr. Rensuya's past work and the effects of that influencing the sales, but at the same time, Terra also is green, and green is actually a relatively underrated color. Like, it tends to be less popular than blue or red or other colors. So yeah. It definitely comes off as a bit of a louder sort of tone, especially with those greener alphas on Terra especially. I thought it looked neat, but I personally didn't purchase it because I already had capped out. No pun intended. But yes. So yeah. Rensuya does a good job choosing colors in his sets. They fit the feel. Well, I mean, I don't know. I had some issues with the choices for Mizu, to be honest with you. The way it came out was different from how it was portrayed. I mean, I know that Peaches has feelings about Peaches and Cream, and people have feelings about Peaches and Cream Light because it's basically we did this on Peaches and Cream round 1, and so Light is kind of like the fixed edition. But that said, Mizu came out in a way that is different from what was promised, which is also not a bad set. Like, the way it came out is not bad, but it was not like the more pastel sort of tone that it seemed to have when it was first rendered and sort of displayed, which was unfortunate. But that said, it's not a bad set. Like, I've seen it in photos and it doesn't look terrible. It actually looks totally fine in certain keyboards. But I definitely I personally did imagine. I bought Mizu thinking that it was a more sort of pastel, like lighter colored set than it was actually in real life. The contrast was like way different in real life. So, when are you building the hero? Hero won't happen until I get some stuff from Monoke. So that's probably gonna be until, let's see, what day is it today? 10th. Next parts arrive like late next week, so I'm assuming I'm gonna build it the week after. So the week of the 20th, I'm gonna be building it. Papa, hello. Terra's kind of keyword and co-vibe IMO. Actually, that's a kind of that's actually a fairly correct assessment. It's like it definitely gives off the strong alpha sort of vibe, and then it can be off-putting some people and not for others. It's definitely a bit niche. Yeah, I could see that. I feel very offended for the release of PNC Lite. Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying, right? Like, it's just people have different opinions about all this. Alright, I think it's done soldering wise. Alrighty. Let's open the case now. Yo, I kind of forget what's the difference between ano and coating. Anodizing is basically like a dye that is deposited into the metal. Like there's these pores in the aluminum that you deposit dye, and then the dye gets sealed in them in the aluminum. It's done in this large water bath with the dye, and it's basically treated with, you know, a bunch of stuff, and it depends on how long you put it in there, that the color varies, the dyes that you put into the bath and all that kind of stuff, etc., etc. Coating is like literally like an application of coat. Electrophoretic just means that there's a process of electrophoresis, like it's a chemical process where you like by which the coat is formed on the metal. But basically both are coating, like both are methods to color the aluminum. You could say that anodizing is directly depositing the color into the aluminum, whereas electrophoretic coating is putting the color on top of the aluminum, like a very thin layer of the color, if that makes sense. Have you heard of the Lamy TKL? I have not heard of the Lamy TKL, but I have certainly heard of Lamy pens. Oh, I also forgot about the rotary encoder, so let me just do that right now. Perfectly straight. Okay. Can't wait for LZXE to come. LZXE is just so expensive, Papaya. So expensive for what it is. I personally found it a little distasteful. The price was just way too high for what it promised. You're paying for the brand name, and I personally think it's a little bit unfortunate that the price is so high. Actually, well, no, actually, it's quite unfortunate that the price is so high. So I found it a little bit distasteful. Have you seen Katana Sabaton? It seems like he's going to have some big prizes. Yeah, I saw the ads. Yeah. Will I be joining? I'm not sure I can. I just have so much going on right now. Would you give your opinion on it if I shared the link? Oh, I see. Let me see. Let's make it bigger. Let's see, Lamy TKL. Inspired by Yukihana Lamy. Someone I don't even know who that is. I assume it's some VTuber shit. Probably. Probably just based on the avatar of this person too. Prototype pictures, okay, F13 TKL has some cute kind of thing. Of course, it has anime girl in the back. Of course. Looks like a TKL. I don't know what to say. Looks like a TKL. Centered USB port, F13. Weight literally looks the same style. You know whose board this reminds me of? This reminds me of a board by Mr. Zekin. It reminds me of the Irene. The same style. Framing this, slightly inset. Let's see, what kind of separation for their plate are they using? Is this plate interchangeable? Top mount O-ring gasket. Oh, what a surprise. What a surprise. 60-degree angle. Okay, cool. $500 to $540. 2 PCB and 2 plate. Oh, okay. 2 PCB and 2 plate. $540. Okay, okay. It's like alright. It's like alright. It's decently priced, I would say. It's like normal. It's like what expected, I think. Daughter board. Okay. Just looks like a TKL though. Pretty standard though. But yeah, this style is very reminiscent of Mr. Zekin's. The way the back is done. The same platform. The weight. Very reminiscent of it. But, yeah. I mean, Weeb TKL. It doesn't appeal to me because I don't care about VTubers. But cute color. Cute color. Have you seen the Rotor X65 XT on KLC? Yeah, I have. I saw some of the photos and stuff. It has like the little ball that goes on the rail. It's a nice gimmick. Do you like that? Like the pen rail? I mean, like the pen rail with the little ball. Actually, TBH, that board, not bad. If you like having a pen around, like putting like on a pin rail kind of thing, similar to like the J01 or J02, like the pen rail thing, the concept of the pen rail. TBH, that idea, not bad. Is it a gimmick? Yes, it totally is a gimmick. It's just very extra. But is it bad? No. It sounded okay too, from what I saw. And the pricing seems fair. So, yeah. I actually want a rotor. Yeah. So I think that if you like that specific idea that the rotor is based out of, like I think it's like cool, go get it, you know? I believe they're thinking of maybe doing an unlimited group buy on that one, so plenty of chances. And I personally think it's one of those boards that might just run once and that's it. So Darian, hello. It's one of those boards that really can't go wrong. You mean the Lamy? Yeah, it's pretty much proven and done many times. Many times. It's like it looks like the plate mounting positions look pretty much just like the Jane V2/V2C, you know, top mount, 3 at the bottom, 4 at the top. Looked the same, looked identical. I mean, I haven't checked, but close enough. 2 around the spacebar, 1 a little further out. Just moved HHKB from work to personal PC because of your photos. Nice. Let's go. It's the way. Yo, Drew, what's up, buddy? How you doing, man? I actually wish they put the screws out. Sometimes when I see the plate screws in when there's no plate, I'm like, I have to remove all these. It's just so much work. But I know I know this is actually part of the QC. Pretty sure this is done because it's the QC part. They basically try to put the screws in so that they can see whether the taps are fine, which is actually a good sign. It's a good sign that the QC was done at one point. Any M2 screws available? Prefer M1.5. Okay, buddy. You're just throwing shade. How are you, dude? Alrighty, let's get the... Where's the O-ring? Where's the O-rings? Where's the O-rings? Okay. You ever interested in trying the desk keys domes for your HKB? I am interested, yes. Will I? I don't know yet. Am I interested though? Yeah, I definitely am interested at some point. Or like, you know, if I end up buying them. I'm just happy with the current state of my HKBs. Like, I honestly really enjoy Toper 45 grams, so I personally don't need any more than what I have already. So that's the only main reason I have not bought. But if I had some around, like if I had some of those around, I think I'll probably try them out at some point. Yeah. What weight are desk keys? I actually forget. It says on their website though. I think they have something in between 45 and 55 essentially. They might have some lighter ones too. Okay. 35 might be fun to use actually. Oh, I don't know about that. Not for me. I'm not about that super light dome thing. It just feels like, yeah, no. What am I doing? Put the damn plate on first. Alright. Show the white blank HKB on stream later. Oh, you mean the one that you were talking about earlier? Yeah, sure. Heaviest is I think the new carrot domes, which are 60 plus gram. 60 plus like actuation though, right? So like basically heavier than the 55 gram domes from Real Force. That sounds pretty heavy, not gonna lie. Because the 55 ones already tire me out. So 60 sounds like a bad idea. The feeling when you end up with 4 HKB. Yes, I know my life is an excessive. I know I live my life in excess. Truly atrocious. Whoa, so tragic. Enjoying my life in abundance. SMH. I would say so, I see. How does ePVT ABS compare to GMK ABS? I actually don't have an ePVT ABS to compare, so I actually don't know. But I know that people who had ePVT ABS, it was a long time ago, told me it was fine, but the problem was that the legends were not particularly good. Like there were still like discrepancies between the legends and sort of like varying thicknesses, kerning problems, that kind of stuff. Kanekunchi, hey, hello. Or Kanekunsi, I'm not sure. What's up? What's up, what's up? 4 months, thank you so much for the sub. The trivia. The older 55 gram domes are really way heavier, but the newer 55 gram domes from the Real Force R2 are much lighter and have better ductility. Okay, well, there can be many reasons for that. Reverberate. Reason being that, first of all, people say, okay, whether it's a fact or it is not, and scientifically verifiable or not, the, you know, word on the street is that older domes, as they age, people say that they become snappier. Which could explain the slightly like slightly heavier feel to them. But then another thing is that it also depends on how you store your keyboard. I once received an HHKB in the box, but the problem was that it was not packaged in the right position. So it actually came with so basically the top row was constantly being compressed by a portion of like the flap on the box. And so basically those domes, that whole row had lost its ductility because it was in a semi-compressed form for a long period of time. So those had lost their ductility completely. Is that a custom alchemy box? That's sick. Yeah. Well, it's just a custom badge. The alchemy box is actually the same as one of the Bordeaux, like the burgundy batch that Mr. Yeffy did. But he made a badge. Yeah, he made a separate badge for me. Yeah. The bottom one has your logo too. Yeah. So he did engrave the logo as well, because the engraving happens afterwards. The boxes I think are blank at the beginning and then they're done afterwards. Yeah, but it has the logo as well there. All right, I think that's done. And let's get oh shoot, I should have peeled that goddamn screen thing. I'll do it later. All right, let's put the knob on. I store my topiary out in the desert. What desert? Around you? There's deserts? Okay, it doesn't look like I'm gonna make it to the HHKB stream on time before I finish this, but I'm gonna still log on because what if they log you out? I'll just put it in the background. Did you say lube choice can affect the domes too? Oh yeah, if yeah. So I heard, if I recall correctly, certain kinds of Krytox, if it gets on the domes, it can like disintegrate them, basically. Like it'll affect the sheet, the dome sheet. Oh, which is bad news, of course, if you do that. What stream? Oh, so in exactly 1.5 minutes, there is an HHKB 25th anniversary event. I'll just post the link here. It's on, like, I mean, it's a link to Keep Talk, but there's an event page on there, which actually I should probably log on to right now. How do I log in as a person though? Okay. That's fine. Alright. Okay, so let's put this on now. I passed on the rubber hose one. Oh, for the alchemy box. I see. I actually am not sure if I would want a themed box, like after a certain maker or whatever, because it's like for a rubber hose, for example, I actually don't have enough rubber hose caps to fill it up. I only have like 2 of them, three of them. I like the Huey. Oh, looks like we're starting. Looks like we're starting now. Okay, let's just write Go Huey. All right. So here we have. Hold up. All right. So here we have GMK Terra today. We're gonna open it up. This is brand new. Where do I do this? My GMK trays came to me all mashed up, disappointing. Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry to hear that. Alrighty. Let's open this up. Alright, GMK Terra. Here it is. I cannot believe that Topper has stolen Apple's keyboard layout for 25 years. Oh my god. What I cannot believe is that Apple hasn't sued them at all. They probably. What if they actually used this stuff themselves? So they were like, whatever. Sometimes imitation is the best form of flattery, you know? I'm familiar with this first part of the presentation. They did the same thing last time. Does this have accents? It's a gray accent. Strange color for an accent. Use cream accent. There's a cream accent? Hold up. Oh yeah, there is. Okay. Done here. I even have enough green stuff Alright, let's see. I have some Artisans to put on. I'll need some arrow keys there as well. But let me see. I don't have too much here. Like brown could work too. Ooh. Ooh, let's put the matcha bongo. Maybe we could do like a woody sort of tone on the right side. Kind of like bland tone. I think that works. You're using an accent though? Yeah, I could. I mean, this would come really close. This would be a pretty close match. Nah, doesn't look that good. All right. Oh, they're talking about the HG. Yeah, retail was like 5K on that. Someone actually yesterday on the Mech Market channel, I saw them, they put want to buy like HG for 5K, and I was like, 5K is not, it's like barely retail. It's like who's gonna sell it to you for retail? Nobody. Oh, yo, I am only who I am. Thank you for the streams for 2021. Oh, it's not the end of the year just yet, but thank you. Thank you so much. Alright, let's see. Do I have a better cable for this? They're not dark enough. Too bad. For some reason, my other cables are not working as well. Oh, it's on this side. Okay. What? Hello? Keyboard? Why are you not working? This is annoying. PCB, please work. Is it because of my HKB maybe? No. What about inflation? Oh yeah, inflation too. Should I test the PCB? I did. I tested it earlier. I don't know why. It was working earlier. I tested it. Try blowing on it like a Nintendo card. Oh, I see. Who knows? It might work. Check the other end of the wire. Yeah, I am. It's weird. Some conductive spit. Yeah, it's weird. I mean, I can try the other cable that I supposedly had tried earlier, but it's just bizarre that it's not. Something must be shorting. I'm gonna guess. Plug it directly into the. Yeah, I guess I can try that. Could the PC be grounding on the case? Yeah, it's possible. It is entirely possible. I mean, it did have the anti-static foam thingy. So it could be a thing. Yeah, I think I'm gonna disassemble it. Yeah, I think the case probably is doing something here. That's my thought as well. Alrighty, screwdriver. Yes. Yeah. I have a feeling it might be grounding on the OLED because that's like literally the only thing that I first did at the beginning. And after that I only soldered switches, so. That's kind of crazy. HKB layout has not changed in 25 years. It's a legendary layout. It's so effective, yeah, right? I'm gonna guess it's shorting here. So let's try it without here. Let's see. Okay, that turned on. That works. So it's working. I know the OLED did a weird thing, right? Yeah, I think something's weird about the OLED. Gonna have to take it off the. Have to take it off here, or at least gonna have to adjust it or something. I think it's the OLED screen. Something could be shorting. Might need a tape mod. Who knows? I might just I could just do some Captain tape on this part. That probably should do it. Tissue mod. I love this HKV presentation. Okay. Design flaw? Well, it has the foam thingy so that it doesn't happen. It's supposed to not, I mean, it's supposed to be the second iteration of the board, so I imagine it's supposed to be figured out already. And I did build a prototype and that was fine. I think it's just the OLED screen being a little sensitive. So let me just make sure. I mean, hello and bye again? Is that the keyboard that certain streamer paid over 1K for? Bye, Soran. Alright, let's see here. Okay. Sometimes we got you on them late night piano sessions. Oh my god. Just gonna reflow these. Okay. Okay, now this cable's working, so maybe it was a short. Maybe I just needed to reflow this, and that was it. Okay, so let's try this cable, just to make sure everything's fine. Wait. Something shorting here. Wait, that's working. Oh, okay. Wait a second. That was weird. Oh, ooh, okay. Alright. I think the USB port might need some reflowing here. Time for some flux. Where's my flux here? When are you building the hero? Any idea what version? I will be building it not this coming week, but the week after most likely. From the looks of it, I will be getting I will have various things to show, so because they're sending me parts, so yeah, so I'll probably have something aluminum to show, and then might have the bounty hunter one to show. but I'll have to wait until it arrives for me to actually tell you what it is. So yeah, I can't confirm until then. Before the GB ends? Oh yeah, it'll definitely happen before the group buy end. Yeah, that won't be an issue. Had a similar issue with my Sat75. The silver foam thing that you stick to back to PC was too big. Oh, okay, hold up. Let's see. If it touches any parts. It's short, so I had to cut that in half. Okay. Alright, so the adhesive on this foam is like coming off though. It's not very convenient. Where's my tweezers here for this? Bounty Hunter looks so good, but I don't have the moolah. The problem with the Bounty Hunter, in my opinion at least, is that it's very hard to maintain that polish. That said, if you like the aesthetic of it, it could be okay. Okay, I shifted it a little bit, the foam. So hopefully this will do it. Also, thanks for the pointer, Science-y. I do appreciate that a lot. Brass board might sound like doo-doo, but it do be pretty. Yeah, it does look very pretty. There we go. See, like it shows up right there. Shows up on VIA now. Yeah, it's showing up now. So I think we're good there. So I think it was just a little bit misplaced. Either that, or it could have been the USB cable as well. Also, I realized I didn't solder one part of the spacebar here, so it's a good thing I took it out anyway. Frog? Okay, hi. Okay, alright. I think we're good now. Have you seen the new TKL from Percent? Which one was that? It was after the SCOG reboot. There was a new one, I believe, right? I think I saw like a teaser somewhere, like, was it on Instagram maybe? But I don't think I saw anything after that. I don't remember what the name might have been. Would have gone the hero, but you can't get silver for the standard option. Yeah, you get silver and brass bottom, if I recall. If you get silver, you don't get a silver bottom. Yeah, on Insta? Yeah, I haven't checked then. I honestly have not been keeping up with Instagram as much. You can only get silver with brass bottom? Yeah, that's how they are offering it. So they're offering options so that it's different bottom from the top, basically, instead of matching the top to the bottom. So yeah, so like if you get a different colored option in the standard version, I believe you get you basically end up getting a silver bottom. I think that's right. Whereas if you pick silver, then you get brass, if I recall. I see. Oh, thanks for the link. I'll check it shortly. The heavier equals higher quality. Help cognitive. Oh, Mason. What is this? Luna 80. The bottom looks polished, huh? Very big weight. But it's still just a TKL, so I don't know what to think of it just yet. It does look nice though. Slightly rounded corners, polished bottom, and it looks like it's seamless, so that it actually is it seamless though? Hold up. It's not seamless, but it has screws going in from the top. That's confusing. So it has a intentional seam with screws going in from the top. That Luna 80 that you posted, CannonKeys, that's kind of strange. All right, now that this is done, let's double check this. All right, shows up. Okay, I actually think the foam thing was probably an issue, and also I do think the USB port might have had a short, like a very, very small one, and I think reflowing did help. So could have been both, could have been only one or the other, but the good part is it works, so that's all that matters. I'm still a bit wary of percent. Yeah, likewise, I would be a little bit as well. Mostly because of SCOG and yeah. Screwless is a funny term to me. Screwless is not the right term, right? You would have to call it like seamless, and then instead of calling it screwless exterior, you could say like absence of screws, and like or you could say screwless on a specific face of the keyboard, like screwless bottom. Then because if you look at the bottom, then you don't see screws. Then that's a screwless bottom. Hidden screws, yeah, hidden screws. Like if the screws are going from the top and you say screwless bottom, okay, that's fine. Right? Ghost screws. What was the issue with SCOG? A lot of failing PCBs, if I recall. And issues with like the finishing on the board. Like the finishing on the board was relatively subpar. That's what I remember. Okay, I do think it wasn't the cable, it was definitely the USB port or something, because now it's working with my other cable now, properly. So, well, that's good. It's good that at least it doesn't mean that my cable is bad. Alright, nice. Okay, so let's type on this finally. So the event for the HQB thing is relatively short, it looks like. It's not symmetrical, I'm out. I see. You getting sent or personally joining any of the CW boards? I'm not being sent any for sure. I haven't heard of anything. And am I getting anything? No, neither of them actually. Neither of the two options in this case. All right. Okay, so I'm gonna mute this for a sec. All right. Okay, so we have a Satisfaction75 today with Boba U4T switches, 62 gram, I believe, on a brass plate today. So we have a brass plate. Let's see, does this knob work? Knob is working fine. Mute. It's a volume knob right now. Pretty nice. And let's program to caps lock. Oh, maybe I should program it to control for now. I'm used to it. And yeah, Boba U4Ts on a brass plate right now. Nothing else, like no foam, nothing else on the interior of the board. And this is GMK Terra, a set that we haven't seen on stream before and I don't own, so the client actually sent this set. So yeah, let's give it a shot. All right, here we go. Alright, 126. I like the spacebar. Yeah, spacebar sounds nice. It's kind of has a nice, like the reverb is kind of nice on it actually. Sounds good, but too deep. Oh, don't people want like a deep sound on it? Like I feel like every time people are like, what is the best keyboard? I want to make it sound really deep. What's the best switch for it? What's the plate I should get? Should I put foam in it? I'm like, yeah. I hate all that. Fair enough. My goodness. All right, here's the mods anyhow. Sounds pretty hollow? I don't think it really sounds hollow. I think it's just the regular amount of roominess to it. Yeah, no, this doesn't really sound hollow. At least compared to the stuff that I have heard that is actually hollow, this is not bad. Yeah. Alright. So that's what the board sounds like. Oh, they're announcing winners. Okay, that's not me. But anyway, I have a mega hollow board that I'm tempted to buy some box clickies. Wouldn't be a bad idea, to be honest with you. Honestly, still don't get the hype of the Sat75. It's not that appealing to me. Oh, I mean, it's not appealing to me either because I don't have a use for the knob personally. Once again, like, I don't understand why the knob is on the right side. Still don't. If I'm using an MX Master, I have this one at least, but if I'm using my mouse and the keyboard at the same time, I would like the knob on the left. On the right is too far. Oh, I mean, like, what am I gonna do? This? You know? Or like I'm typing and then like, this is fine, I guess, but still. It's like if I'm using my mouse, you can't. Yeah. I also love knobs. Damn, I didn't win any of the keycap sets. Shit. It sounds pretty nice. I like this actually. I think if you like the Boba U4T sound and the feel for it, I do think that this configuration with the brass plate is actually pretty pleasant. Pretty pleasant. I have never won anything. Oh yeah, me neither. As far as those big raffles go. All right. Did someone say Boba U4Ts? Yeah. Hold on, I'm waiting for this. Come on, man. Too bad. It's okay. Lana like stick. I know your real name. I know you didn't win. I know you didn't win. Sag. Oh, wait, you didn't sign up, right? Actually, or did you? But even if you did, I know I didn't hear your name. Sag. Anyway, here is the... Wait, what? What did I miss? Oh, the HKB 25th anniversary event had some prizes to give out. They gave out 3 t-shirts signed by Professor Wada, 5 snow full keycap sets, like the blank ones I suppose, and then 1 limited run HKB Professional Hybrid Snow signed by Professor Wada as well. Yeah. Anyway, so this is what the board looks like. Looks nice though. I do like GMK Terra. The only unfortunate part about GMK Terra is the fact that it has centered icon mods, but that aside, I think the color on the key set itself is actually very nice. Yeah, no, I actually do like the color on GMK Terra a lot. I actually kind of wish GMK Terra reran with icon plus text. I actually think I would buy it if this reran with icon plus text. Oh, sorry, but not that icon plus text, by the way. You guys know what I'm talking about. You guys know what I'm talking about. Anyway. Yeah. Dual shot Sag. Anyway, so that's what the board is like. Here's the side. USB port definitely looks much more compressed compared to the previous revision. I think Janky Render was asking about the USB port here. the height of the USB port, like the, I mean, sorry, like the, I guess the width of the USB port is definitely shortened quite a bit. So definitely looks a lot more compressed on the USB-C connector now. So yeah. Anyway, so this is what the weight looks like too. That's the brass weight right there. I actually really like the brass weight of the Sat75. I think this theme is pretty cool. I do like the theme of the Sat75. Yep, there's the side. Ah, row 5 will look so much nicer. Imagine row 5 in more key sets. More row 5, please. Anyway, greasy hands touching this. All these fingerprints on it. Only thing worse than Buxp is not including a 1.5U backspace key at all. Oh really? Olive doesn't have a 1.5U backspace? Wait, what do you mean? Really? Like the HHKB one? Hold up, let me see. Only has delete. Oh, that's because it's that's the choice of the designer. Yeah, I think it's because Olivia prefers delete over backspace, because on the HHKB it actually says delete, not backspace. That's probably why. Yeah, I've known people who have decided to put delete, the word delete, instead of backspace because they are like, oh, like, you know, in the HKB it actually says delete, not backspace. You can use it as backspace, but it technically says delete. Yeah. So that's actually the reason why. It's okay either way for sure though. I actually don't think I mind that. I think the worst part is if it says back, carriage return, or line return, space, or if it says Buxp. Xbox delete actually not as bad as Buxp. Actually, I would actually take Xbox delete over Buxp. TBH. Buxp plus a teeny ass arrow, because the arrow is like gotta take a magnifier to it, because the arrow is tiny. Just saying. Xbox is lit. I think Xbox has had its phases where people loved it, hated it, started to like it again, kind of was neutral, and kind of didn't really care because it wasn't featured as much anymore after they started doing the regular arrows. And then after after a trend in all these different things, it's kind of come back as a redemption arc. It's fun though. Thoughts on purse caps? I actually don't mind purse caps as much. I used to kind of be like, oh, purse caps is ugly, but I actually don't care that much. I think it's okay. It's not... Purse caps, I'll be honest with you, it's not the prettiest icon. It definitely is like a very... It's a fairly ugly icon. But it still is a lock-like icon, so okay. I prefer purse to the arrow. I actually prefer the arrow to the purse for sure. I actually do prefer the arrow to the purse, mainly because in a lot of OG sets, like in OG dice ups, you have the arrow for like icon mods. So I prefer the down arrow over the purse. Yeah. The arrow doesn't tell me lock, TBH. Well, the thing is, I don't care because I don't even use lock there anyway. You know. But anyway. Oh, hyper keycaps. No step caps on this? Yeah, I mean that was preference thing from the client, so can't do much about that, my friend. Do you use R3 control? Yeah, I use R3 control all the time. But even my step caps are all mapped to control. I put step caps on everything, but I still map it to control. It's always, this key is always mapped to control for me now. Even on OEM stuff, like if I'm using a board at work and it has nothing, like, you know, I remap it. Use carabiner or use auto hotkey or anything like that. I mean, the actual keycap, oh no, I don't really use it, no. I don't care for it. I would rather have it say caps lock, actually. The only reason it bothers me is because if I have control here and control here, it bothers me that there's two. That's what I don't like about it. Any thoughts on the KL90 since it has OLED and knob? Let's see, what's the KL90? Let me take a look. KL90 keyboard. Keyco's Lab. Let's see, Keyco's Lab KL90 aluminum edition group buy $550 US. Holy moly, that's expensive. Plate color raw alu. Okay, well, that's a lot of color choices. Circle white. Is the circle even more expensive? Yes, it is. $550. Let's see. Two encoder knobs are free. Okay. Oh, that plate layout though. Interesting. Is it only split? Is it only split? Hold up. Why? Wait, is the PCB only this layout? No, it supports spacebar, never mind. Oh, okay, the hole here is bigger. Oh, so it's fine. Okay, so 1.5, 1.25, 1.25, 1.25. This does not support 7U though, I think. So this is 1.5 times 3, 625, or, you know, 225, 275, and 125? And then, wait, no, I can't add for shit. That's 5. And then I guess you'd have a, what would you have here? 1U? Anyway. I don't know. Nice to see some of the symmetry here. It's okay. But why is this $550? 550 is expensive. Also, this sold last year. It was $550 last year. That's confusing. They have one version with OLED on the top right. Ah, okay. They ran a group buy for the polycarbonate this year. Ah, okay, I see. I could see the polycarbonate one looking pretty cool though. Do they have a, let's see, projects? Kale. Oh, okay. They have something new here. Let's see. Kale 90 polycarbonate edition. This looks like a real photo, actually. Okay. OLED looks actually kind of nice. I do like the frame around it. Knob on the left side. Look, knob on the left side is way better than knob on the right side. Knob on the left side, bless, way better, in my opinion. Okay, so this is the regular one. Oh, polycarbonate does look nice though. Polycarb does look nice. Oh, so what's going on with the plate here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so it's kind of similar to the Sat75, but there's quite a lot of mounting points on this. There's 10, 14 mounting points on this. Quite a lot of mounting points. OLED plus encoder, $400. Hot swap $425. That's kind of nice. 400 US. Honestly, not bad if you like this layout. 400 US for something that seems to have been run at least once before. So at least it already has a proof of concept, meaning that it already has been prototyped a few times. And then has, you know, different layout support, like top, you can get different top pieces, basically. No, it's good. If you like this, I think it's fine. Yeah. What's a new Artisan tray? Oh, this is this is a alchemy box from alchemy.cnc on Instagram. Hey, he goes by Yeffy. He's in New Jersey actually, but basically it's a small Artisan tray from a guy who was doing CNC work in New Jersey. It's very nice. And last stream actually, Nine Walker, I was very stupid. So yeah, you can ask Nacho or somebody else to tell you about it. I think there's a clip of that, but I can show you maybe. Maybe I'll just do it now. So I was struggling to take this out of the case quite a lot, and then realized that I can just, oh wait, oh, okay, this thing has come off. There we go. Oh fucking hell. Anyway, yeah, so this badge just comes right off. Now he lost it. I know. Oh shit, it's a little crooked. I like that my logo is at least invertible, so it doesn't matter which way it goes. Oh goddamn, slightly tilted. The struggle is real. I know. Anyway, that clip's hilarious. Eventually might be the most watched clip on this channel. Who knows? Anyway, and Yeffy was very kind to engrave it with my logo on the back, and obviously the badge itself. So yeah. 이른 아침 만족 빌드를 보내요. 감사합니다. I like to you 씨. 안녕하세요. Alrighty, let's can I put these on without fail? No, I can't. Oh! Oopsie. Awesome touch? Yeah, I do really like that he did that. It's very nice of him. This was one of the few units under Bordeaux, like Anno, that came out okay. I mean, it does have some B-stock thingies about it. Like, it does have a few, like, parts that have come off. But, like, it's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. Barely visible, honestly. Although I do think that in matte Anno, like, any kind of scratches are much more noticeable. Any kind of scratches or any kind of like little blemishes, but that said, it's okay. Yeah. Yeah, the clip's hilarious. All right, so y'all have any questions for me or anything like that? Let's see if there's anybody to rate today, actually. I believe Mr. Alex and other people were doing some... I think Alex and Apiary were doing like a Keep Mass event soon. Or maybe now. Well, soon, I guess. Alex is currently building a KR2 Kiwi King... I actually don't know what this is. Maze by Graze. Oh, make me stream to prep stuff. Okay, never mind. Then Hugo Keys is building a very expensive German keyboard. Is that the Geist or what is it? I don't know what that is. Oh, Nathan's streaming. Nathan's doing some chill photo editing apparently. Best Amazon custom keyboard to buy? Easy. Well, you can do exclamation gear, but personally, I'll recommend course. The only answer here. The only answer is boom. HHKB. Of course. Just kidding. But you can also get the Leopold. The Leopold boards are also very nice. There's both MX and Topre. For example, if you look at here, there's a 750R, which is TKL. And it's comes in with different switches, MX Browns, MX Reds, etc. There's also the 660C, that's Topre. The 900R, that's MX. 60M is also MX. The 900R is like a bigger layout, like a full size. 980M is basically going to be like an 1800 layout. So slightly more compressed full size. But Leopold boards, extremely high quality, I highly recommend. And HKB if you want Topre, or Leopold, like the C versions are also Topre. So, and yeah, the keycaps on Leopold are really good. They come in PVT and they're very nice. Texture's really good. Keycaps easily rival GMK quality. Yeah, no, they're fantastic. I still want FC9080. Oh yeah, I actually have always been tempted to get a FC980. Yeah. Okay. Shall we go raid Mr. Alex? I think that's the only person otherwise that is currently doing keyboard stuff. Or Hugo. Thank you, no problem. I mean, those are some recommendations. There's quite a lot of options out there, Jack Art. These are two of the keyboards I would personally recommend. Oh wait, you said custom keyboard. Oh shoot. Well, technically, okay. Technically, it's an off-the-shelf board, OEM, but you can customize it if you want to endeavor into desoldering switches and like, you know, modifying them and soldering them back on, but that's up to you. Yeah, it's an off-the-shelf board though. Alrighty, well, if there's nothing else, I think I'll probably end stream here. Next week, I'm gonna be a little bit busy, but I am planning on building at least probably 2 boards at least during, like, I mean, 2 streams at least, hopefully. The next few boards that are coming up are a Cypher by West Foxtrot. You guys probably have heard of that, the cable car designs board. Cypher, it's like a 1800-esque board, and then like a 1800 CP sort of board, and then there is a Prophet also coming up soon. Those 2 boards should be built next, and then the week after, in the week of the 20th, we'll probably have the Hero. So the Hero stream actually, I think it might be a little bit of a longer stream, based on what I think is coming in the mail, or like what I know is, like, you know. And so yeah, so that'll be on the week of the 20th. I decided not to do it. I maybe could have done it, like, you know, on the weekend right before that, but it's kind of complicated because I do have like final exams and stuff, and I have a lot of stuff going on. So I figured I might as well just prep stuff in advance and have a stream where, like, we can get to check everything out all together. Yep. So yeah, probably then, for those who ask me. So it'll definitely happen before the end of the group, by though. Naturally, I mean, that would be obvious, I think. I think you should expect that at least, right? And it'll definitely happen before the end of the group buy, which is on the 27th. Alrighty, let's go raid on Mr. Alex Otos. Have a great night, everybody. Thank you again for stopping by. Oh, 7V versus Satisfaction75. They're very different boards in my opinion. But I like the 7V for a flexible typing. Satisfaction75 is nice if you see the utility for the layout. I think the layout is particularly good for certain people. Like, especially like if you like the knob. That's really what I'm trying to say. Yeah. But yeah, have a good weekend, everybody. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Let's go raid Mr. Alex. Alex raised me but never leaves me a raid message. Isn't that kind of sad? Actually, let's denounce him on that. Alex, how come you never leave us? How come never you leave your viewers on? How come you never write a raid message for us? Wary. Meow go. Not like this. Alright. Alright, friends. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Probably see you next week. Have a great rest of your weekend. Have a good one. Adios. Bye-bye.